a step worth taking. If the path we face is the one God's making, when he says go, we won't be alone. Let's take a leap of faith.
Welcome to the Tales of Zeke and Elliot, parables worth pondering. Best friends Zeke and Elliot are two frogs that have many adventures around Bicker's Pond. I'm Leah. Come with us today as we celebrate a special anniversary for Penelope and Murray in the story, The Damsel and the Dragon. White puffy clouds filled the sky, shading the sun just perfectly. A slight breeze had blown throughout the day, making the temperature delightful. Murray, a vibrant and talkative dragonfly, couldn't be happier as he and his wife Penelope had special plans for the day. He had just picked a bouquet of colorful flowers to bring to her. As he approached the ice cream counter at the Stompin Stump, he could see Ruby, the grasshopper, serving some customers.
Good evening, Ruby. How's business these days?
Evening, Murray. Wow, what beautiful flowers. I assume Penelope is meeting you here.
Oi, she is. We have a date tonight.
Aren't you romantic? I bet you swept off her feet the first time you laid eyes on her.
Murray, darling, I'm so sorry I'm late. I had to finish up some paperwork before I left for the day.
Oh, no worries, love. I was just shooting the breeze with Ruby.
I was commenting on the lovely flowers and how he must have swept you off your feet. Or wings, rather, the first time he laid eyes on you. Did I say something funny? What am I missing?
No, I just wouldn't put it quite like that. Would you, Murray?
No, I probably wouldn't.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. I can sense a story here. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. You're on a date. Are you celebrating anything special tonight?
We're actually celebrating the 10th anniversary of our very first date.
What are you doing here, then? This isn't, as you folks across the pond say, very posh.
The Stompin Stump is perfect. When we first moved here, we both loved Bicker's Pond because of the Stompin Stump. It reminded us of one of our favorite places back home.
Oh, now I'm just dying to hear the story.
Ooh,
What story?
Hey, fellas. How's it going?
Hello, Zeke. Elliot.
Evening, boys. I was just asking these two lovebirds, or, dragonflies, how they met. But they're on a date, so we should probably just leave them alone.
Oh, don't be daft. We love sharing our story, don't we, love? Well, do you mind?
Not at all, if you don't mind sharing the good, bad, and cheesy.
Speaking of cheese, anyone want some of these cheese flies Elliot and I just picked up from the Crispy Bark? We just finished repairing a table over there for Gertie. We stopped by to get a shake to go with them.
Oh, thanks, fellas. I sure would. I haven't had a break yet. I'll get you shakes after we hear the story. Go ahead, Murray.
It was 10 years ago tonight we went on our very first date. But I need to tell you what happened before she ever said yes to my invitation. She was working at the library in my hometown, Castleton. I'd gone to the library to pick out a book about lighthouses. You know I like lighthouses, right?
How could we forget
How could
that?
they forget, Murray?
Right. Of course you do. So like I was saying, I flew into the library and there she was, sorting the catalogue cards. Her wings were shimmering from the sunlight coming through the window. She was as pretty as a picture. So naturally, I flew over and put on a little bit of Murray charm. I told her, if I could put any 5 letters of the alphabet together, it would be, you are a cutie.
You said what?
No, you
Come
didn't.
again?
He did, word for word.
What's all this ruckus over here? Is the soda shop still open?
Good evening, Vera. Murray is just telling us how he and Penelope met. What can I get you?
Just a scoop of leeches and cream, please. Is it too late to hear the story?
Not at all. Murray hadn't gotten very far.
Mrs. Badger, sit here. I'll get another stool.
Mrs. Badger sat down and Ruby quickly dipped out a scoop of leeches and cream while Murray restarted the story, but had to stop again when Gertie and then Simon saw what was going on and wanted to join the group. Murray was just catching everyone up to where he'd left off.
You are a cutie. To which Penelope responded,
Excuse me, I'm trying to work. Go pester someone else.
So what you working on?
I'm sorting these cards alphabetically and placing them back into the drawer.
If I could rearrange the alphabet, I would put you and I together. You know what I'm saying?
As I said, I'm trying to work. Now please go about your business.
So things weren't really going that well for me, as you can tell. But I wasn't going to let that deter me. I did go back the next day just to see her. She was just as dazzling as I remembered. I picked up more books about lighthouses, of course, and took them to the counter where she was registering a customer for their library card. Not to be deterred by her lack of interest the day before, I patiently waited my turn, placed my books on the counter, and said, "It's a good thing I have a library card, because I'm totally checking you out."
Did you bring any crackers to go with that cheese?
That was a good one.
Wow. Of course, I could not let that stinging response deter me, so I came back to the library day after day with even better lines. All original, of course.
You mean cheesier?
Hoping to break through to this beautiful damselfly.
Hey, what's going on over here? Is anything wrong?
Oh no. Do we have to start over again?
Everyone is okay, Mr. Mouse. We're just listening to a story.
Murray is telling us how he and Penelope met.
You're gonna want to hear this, Mr. Mouse.
Especially if you need a good laugh.
Listen up. If you're here and you want to hear Murray and Penelope's story, get over here now. This is your last chance. We're not starting over again.
Well, sure. I got nothing better to do.
All right, Murray, just give us the highlights. If anyone wants to hear the full story, they can stop by the lighthouse sometime and hear it.
Murray began from the top and told the story once again. Penelope chimed in here and there as needed, with all the critters chuckling at the antics Murray had used to woo his wife.
I did the only thing I knew to do. Keep going to the library day after day, trying to put a little ploy, not look too desperate, so I was still checking out books, some of which I wasn't even interested in, just so I could see Penelope. I brought her flowers, candied mosquitoes, and made cards, but nothing seemed to work. Not even the Murray charm. I'm telling you, I was befuddled. Then I came up with my best line yet. I flew in, flowers in hand, and said, "I thought for sure the sign out front said library, but it's got to be a museum with this beautiful work of art behind the counter."
Aren't you getting tired of these silly antics? I know I am.
Oh, good job.
That stung.
Oh, what's a dragonfly got to do to get a damselfly's attention around here?
Well, for starters, you could say something real and not some horrid pickup line. You can't get to know someone with one-liners. And second, here, try reading something with a bit more substance.
What did she hand you?
Was it an encyclopedia?
A dating manual?
Let the dragonfly finish his story.
It was actually a Bible. I'd never seen one before, so I went home at night and read as much as I possibly could. If I'm being honest, it wasn't because I was interested in the book itself, but because I thought Penelope might actually give me the time of day if I did read it. But as I was reading, blimey, I was hooked. I was so fascinated by all the stories I was reading. The next day after work, I started to go into the library, but the weirdest thing happened. I didn't. I went home instead and read some more of the Bible. Every time I started to head to the library, I would sort of get this feeling like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should leave it be and go read the book some more. It's a big book, and so I knew I had to return it on time.
I wouldn't have told him at the time, but I was missing hearing his ridiculous jokes. He was winning me over a bit with that smile of his, but I wanted to know more about him and his relationship with the Creator.
One day, as I was walking by the library window, I could see her talking to herself, kind of mumbling, She still does that a bit. Anyways, she looked upset and kind of distressed. I went inside and saw a huge mess of books on the floor. It looked like one of the carts had kind of tipped over and spilt everything everywhere. Are you all right? You're not hurt, are you?
No. I just knocked over the book cart and I can't get it back up, and the books, they're everywhere.
Well, would you like some help, then?
You wouldn't mind?
Oh, it's no bother, really. I don't mind.
I haven't been very kind to you.
Stuff and nonsense. To be fair, I've kind of been a pain in the wing anyway. Probably deserve a fair bit of that.
Not really.
Whoa! Did you just smile, or was that the sunshine coming out?
Don't start that again.
There now. Back to normal. We've got the cart back up and all the books are safe and sound. Alphabeticalized, of course. Speaking of books, I've been reading that Bible you gave me. Loaned me, but you know what I mean.
Do you like it? Have you read it before?
No, I actually hadn't, but it's so interesting. That story about the giant fish is really scary, to a dragonfly anyway. Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
If you've never read it before, could I recommend reading the Gospel of John next? That tells the story of Jesus, which the whole Bible is centered around.
Hey, I'll do that. Well, actually, I have it with me. Would you mind showing me where it's at?
Of course.
Whoa, it's okay if I skip there?
Oh, yes, you can go back and read the rest later. The Bible is 66 books put together in one big book, so you can read them in any order.
Oh, thank you. I would say God bless you, but looks like he already has. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, go on with you now. See you tomorrow?
Sounds like you're wearing her down, Murray.
Don't interrupt him, Simon. He's just getting to the good part.
Could I get another shake, Ruby?
A shake sounds good. I'll take one.
Are you serious?
That's it! The ice cream parlor is closed until after the story. Now go ahead, finish, Murray.
Over the next couple of days, Murray continued to read the Bible and would stop at the library when he had questions, always leaving her with one of his cheesy pickup lines.
One evening, after I finished reading the New Testament, I went back to a particular passage that had spoken to me. It was Ephesians chapter 2, talking about how God loved us while we were dead in our sins. I knew I needed God's grace, so I decided to pray in my room and ask Jesus to be my savior, and I felt God's love cover my sins. I felt like a new creature.
That's awesome, Murray.
That's awesome, Murray.
That really is wonderful, Murray. Glad to know that you're part of the kingdom. Can we get back to how you and Penelope fell in love?
Ruby, his relationship with God is the most important thing.
I know, Vera, but I've got a business to run, and I shut things down to hear this story.
Oh, we know what you meant, Ruby.
It was my relationship with Christ that changed my friendship with Penelope.
Oh, now we're getting to the good part.
Yeah, continue, Murray.
So like I said, my life changed from that day on. I just had to go to the library and tell Penelope the news.
Hello, Murray. I haven't seen you in here in a while. Do you have books to return?
I don't actually have any books. I just wanted to come in here and tell you thank you for loaning me that Bible. It has totally changed my life.
That is so exciting, Murray. And I want to thank you for helping me out the other day. You really came to my rescue.
It was nothing, really. I'm always willing to help a damselfly in distress.
Murray.
You are altogether beautiful, my darling. There is no flaw in you.
Why, Murray, that was beautiful.
You know, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
I don't know what to say.
You don't really have to say anything, except for maybe yes to a dinner invitation. I'll keep the cheesy pickup lines to a minimum.
You're being serious, aren't you?
Well, yeah. I want to hear more about you.
Then yes, I'd love to.
Way to go, Murray.
Anyone got an extra napkin?
I could use one too.
Not me. I'm good. Okay, fine, pass me one.
So where did you take her?
He took me to an ice cream parlor similar to this one with live music playing nearby. He asked the band to play a song that's now become our song and had fireflies create a beautiful canopy of lights above us. It was
You mean
just...
like those above us now?
Yes, just like that. And that's our song. Oh, Murray, how did you remember all this?
It was easy, love. You make every moment memorable.
Sorry.
Oh, go on, you two. I can't take much more. I'm running out of tissues.
Here, Gertie, I have an extra hanky.
So here we are, 10 years later, and my darling is as beautiful as ever. Would you care for a dance, love?
Just a dance? No jokes?
I'm promising nothing.
Happy first date anniversary, dearest.
What's a frog got to do to get some more ice cream around here?
Maybe you should try one of those cheesy jokes on her.
Okay, I've got one. Hey, Ruby, did it hurt
Did what hurt?
when you fell from heaven?
Oh, brother. Is that the best you could do?
Keep it up, Zeke, and the ice cream bar will be closed indefinitely.
Oh, come on, Ruby. How's this? Do you like raisins? How about a date?
I'm warning you, Zeke.
Oh, wait. Do you believe in love at first sight? Or should I walk by again?
That's it, Zeke. You're banned. No more ice cream for you.
Wait, what? Are you serious? It's just a joke.
I'll take his Ruby.
Are you serious?
Thanks for joining us today. We hope you had as much fun as we did hearing how those two dragonflies met. Murray's pickup lines were comical for sure, but he found out that Penelope was looking for someone who she knew valued Christ in their lives. We can't know what love is without knowing who God is. 1 John 4:8 says that God is love.
Welcome to Insightful Information with Kelly and Kandy. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Kandy. We didn't mention this in today's story, but we have in the past. Murray and Penelope's last name is Darner. That's because they are darner dragonflies.
Some of the nicknames that this type of dragonfly goes by are Devil's Darning Needle, and Sewing Needle. This comes from the way that dragonflies fly.
Yes, they move back and forth going over the same area the way you might darn socks, which means to repair them.
Did we literally just go through some insightful information without any ridiculous comments?
Seems like it. It's about time you straightened up.
Hey, Kandy, what do you call an angry carrot?
I don't know. What?
A steamed veggie.
Oh, boy.
How do you make an egg roll?
I don't know. How?
You push it.
I can't with you. Bye, kids.
Now you know how I feel.
You banned.
Are you trying to talk like Ruby in the story? Because that's not how
I'm
she
going to go
talks.
park my car in the garage.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of the Tales of Zeke and Elliot, Parables Worth Pondering. It was a cheesy one for sure, but you know what? That's okay. We love to have a good time here, and we hope that you are having a great time as well. We love knowing that we can ease the stress of a hard day or lighten the load of a kid who just needs a good story to encourage their hearts. That's why we would love for you to like, share, and subscribe to our podcast so that as many people as possible can hear it. And please visit and share our website, zekeandelliot.com. Post on our Facebook page and tell us how the story has impacted you. All of this helps spread the word even more. And until next time, when God leads, don't be afraid to take your next leap of faith.
Oh, somebody get Murray to the burn unit.
Really, Zeke? I think he needs the ambulance.
I just don't know how to be ornery.
I hadn't seen her. That's not in the script.
You didn't give yourself enough water, did you?
I gave myself too much.
I gotta go park my car.
Oh, wait, hold up. Did you just smile, or was that the sun coming out of your face? That's not very romantic. Did you just smile, or did you swallow a star? I know. I'm trying to, work with the twinkle.
What do you call a pile of cats? A meowton. Get it? Meow-ton. I cracked myself up.
This is a rough one. I love it.